Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. My feeding tubes in my backpack right now. So this summer is going to be different for me because the normal plans that I normally have for the summertime, some of them aren't going to work out because of my health stuff. I normally go to church camp in June. It's a 5-day, 4-night camp. It goes from Monday to Friday night. And basically they have different camps, different times. So like it's all the same camp, but they have different ages. Like the first after camp starts, they have like 3 days that's called Crusaders, which is 8, 9, and 10. And then they have junior camp, which is 11, 12, and 13. And then senior camp is 14, 15, and 16. And then they have what's called hyphen, which is basically those that's graduated high school. And it's 17 through I think 25. So anyway, I'd be in hyphen, which I have been in hyphen for the past few years. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to go back to camp as a camper because I only have a couple more years that I would be in hyphen, and with how our church camp is, a lot of it is outside. Like they do have dorms and they have a lunchroom. They have what's called the main tabernacle, which is basically where they have church. It's a big church, and they also have what's called the youth tabernacle, which is like a smaller church, but it's on top of a hill. That's what they call the youth tabernacle. And then they have what's called the hill, and it's this long hill, and when you get at the top of it, it's it has like where you can play basketball is the main thing up there. If you're in senior camp, you do have to go up there, which is 14 through 17. 14 through 16 is senior camp. If you're in senior camp, you have to go up there with the other campers. If you're in hyphen, which is basically after you graduate high school, they basically treat you like an adult. Like, the only things you really have to go to in hyphen is you have to go to, what is it? I think you have to go to the church services, the morning sessions, which is just like, what they call the morning sessions is just like, they have morning classes, and you're supposed to show up every morning. And then they usually don't have it the day that you get there on Monday, but usually a couple of times during the week they will have what they call like a trip, which is basically where you're treated like an adult in the way of you get to leave the campgrounds with the staff there, and like different years they do different things. Usually one time that week they will go to a coffee shop, and you get to kind of like hang out with your friends there and talk and get coffee. But if you don't want to stay at the coffee shop, as long as you tell the person that you're with, like your group, and you go with somebody, they have like other places around that area that you can, go to if you want to leave the coffee shop and, I don't know, go to like a store like a Goodwill or something. You're allowed to leave as long as your like person that drove you there knows. And the rule is that if you leave the coffee shop, you do have to tell an adult, and you also have to have a partner because they don't want people getting lost. So, what I did one year is I didn't want to stay at the coffee shop, so one of my friends went to like a Goodwill to look to see what they had there, and then we went back to the coffee shop. And then one year we got to ride like this town bus, and it was like so cool. It was just kind of the same thing. You paid so much to like ride the bus for a ticket, and then like you got to ride the bus like all day, and then if they would go somewhere that you would like to stop at, when the bus stopped, you would get off at the bus stop and go wherever that you're going. However, that activity was fun, but it was a lot of walking, and I was with one of my friends, and we had to walk from like one side of the street to the next, and it was a big place, and my group was walking too fast for me, and I basically almost fainted. When we got to the restaurant we were going to, we had to walk there. When we got there, I sat in the air conditioner and was almost totally exhausted. Thankfully, when I did get to the place that my group was at, like the rest of the group, like the like adult, like the person in charge didn't know all of that was happening, because I was with like a small group of friends. I wasn't with like the main person in charge. And so when I got to the restaurant and people found out what happened, they set me in the air conditioner. It was sure that I got some food. This was before all my health stuff happened, where I got my surgery and everything. So this is back when I could still eat. But anyways, yeah, that was one of my crazy camp stories. Thankfully, it hasn't happened since then. But yeah, that was one kind of crazy thing that happened at camp one year. I'm a little bit disappointed that I can't go this year because of my health stuff. I have met some new friends since that's happened that thankfully are really good at like keeping me safe and stuff, and making sure I'm okay. But I do have other plans since I'm not going to camp this year. One of my plans is I want to like do some summer activities, like go to the library for one. I've already been once with my older brother, but I want to go again with my little brother and like check out books and just, I don't know. I also want to, when I go to the library again, I want to sign up for the summer reading program. I think that would be fun. And then In July, I get to go to my friend's house for her birthday. And I'm really excited for that because my friend lives in a different town than we do. And part of her birthday present every year is I get to go see her in person and I get to spend the night. And it's like this huge deal because I get to like see her church people and her family. And just everybody is always excited to see me. So I'm excited about that. And then towards the beginning of June, I get my buttons. I think it's the 6th. But yeah, I have a busy summer. Like I said, I wish I was going to camp, but I got other plans. Like I said, I'll still hopefully be able to go to my friend's house. I also want to do like a few like summer activities here. Like I already asked my little brother what kind of stuff that he would like to do. That would be fun, and we already got like making tie-dye shirts on the list. We have a few other things on the list that we want to do together, so I'm really excited to spend time with him and also have, more time with my older brother. And see, it seemed like there's something else I was going to say. What was it? I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, my summer plans are just different this year, and that's fine. I'm really excited to just see what kind of fun activities and stuff that I can find to do this year. I'm really into diamond art, which is like this big sticky picture, and each different colored diamond goes to a different like say all the ones. It's like say all the ones are light blue. You would find all the little packages that say 1 on them and put them on the right. Like you put them on all the ones, kind of like color by number, but instead of it being like a game, it's like a big sticky picture, if that makes sense. But it's really fun. I bought a lot of them online that was like Disney a while back because I've really been into it lately. And so I wanted to get a few of those done this year. And like I said, just kind of find some activities I can do with my brothers and just kind of, hang out with friends and family. And yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see y'all soon. Bye, everyone.